Hey guys, Petr from cyclist.com here. Eurobike, Day 2, Asian brands, Chinese carbon and much more. Let's go! We kick off with Elitewheels. You know that I already reviewed their Elitewheels drive wheels. They have them all here, multiple rim depths, and I want to show you their upcoming wheels called Elitewheels Drive Helix, and these are something special. They have much wider spokes and they plan to make the hubs even lighter. So overall these wheels should be lighter but also more premium and more expensive. They should also be stiffer, but we will see if this will be true or not. And the last noticeable difference is that the rim profile has a wave-like pattern. If you follow the Chinese carbon industry, you've already seen this bike in Joey's video from China Cycling. It's called Sava Dream Maker, and it's interesting mainly thanks to the front. You can see it's really unique. It's divided like this. They told me that they will mass produce this bike, which is kind of surprising for me because I don't think it's more aero than standard aero bikes like this one, for example. So it's definitely an eye-catching bike, and yeah, cannot wait to see one in the wild. You might be familiar with the Rockbros. They are having a lot of accessories in their portfolio, and I also noticed very friendly and I also noticed that they have carbon wheels in their offer. They are new. You can see that they have carbon spokes pretty wide, wider than Elitewheels Drive, for example. And they told me that these are brand new. They don't have a specification sheet yet, but or maybe they have, but they don't have it here. So I will have to send them a message, and they will tell me more information about them. I'm standing at Upwine booth, and they also have wheels except for the accessories like helmets, and yeah, of course, carbon spoked wheels. Steel spoke wheels, and these are Kevlar spokes. They don't have any spec sheet yet for these wheels again. They told me that they should be lighter and stiffer, and yeah, I don't know if they will send me a pair for a review, but there you go. One more thing that I noticed is that this hub looks pretty similar to the Elitewheels Drive wheels, so I'm not sure if there is a universal design branded by multiple brands, but yeah, this is what I noticed. I guess you are familiar with Cycplus, and they have a lot of new products here. They have a world premiere of power meter pedals. They should have a longer battery life. They told me that the battery life should be 120 hours, which is double the battery life of Favero Siomas. The accuracy should be 1%, and these are compatible with Shimano SPD SL. And they also should have compatibility with Luke cleats system. So this will be pretty interesting, and I'm sure that GP Llama will review them in depth. So make sure to subscribe to this channel and also to GP Llama. And I'm also holding this radar. They told me absolutely unbelievable battery life. It should have like 40 hours of battery life thanks to the different technology inside. I'm not sure if this will be true or not, but they will send me a unit once they start the mass production, so I will test it and compare it with other radars. These Cycplus radars also have one unique feature, and it's that they can synchronize to each other. So when, for example, 10 people will ride with these radars, they will flash in the same pattern, which is kind of cool. But I have to say that we tested this a few moments ago and it didn't work 100%. So hopefully they will fix it with some firmware releases, for example. By the way, I already tried to pair it with my Wahoo Bolt 2 and it seems it works, so yeah, I cannot wait to test this one out. And also they have this mini pump. It's kind of trendy right now. You can put this in your saddlebag and it can replace basically CO2 or a mini pump. And they also have this larger one with a display that shows the tire pressure, and of course even larger. And this one, I forgot to mention that it won this Eurobike award, so this is also a pretty good accomplishment. Another bicycle radar, this one should cost around $150 US, and it should last around 12 hours in solid mode. The detecting distance and everything else is similar to other radars you already know. I also tested the connection of this radar with my bike computer. It works, so hopefully I will get my hands on this one soon and I will be able to test it. Superteam is pretty well-known brand. I guess you saw their wheels on Amazon, for example, and yeah, they try to develop better products, and I noticed that they have these unreleased wheels. Again, it seems that white carbon spokes are pretty trendy, and as you can see, these rims have this pattern. I asked what's the reason behind it, and they told me that it should improve crosswind stability. So if I meet Hambini, I will ask if it's a marketing bullshit or not. I believe it is, but I cannot compare some data, or I have never used these wheels yet, so that's something to think about. But these wheels should cost around $1,200 US, so it's a direct competition for Elitewheels Drive for Loon Hypers. Yeah, look interesting. I don't like the decals. They should be maybe like cleaner. This looks like, I don't know. I don't have any naming for it. I've encountered this booth and they have a patented technology, these rubber and these seat posts. It acts like a shock absorber, so it should increase the riding comfort. You can see how it looks here. The only issue is that they have rounded seat posts now, so if you have a proprietary seat post, it won't work. But they can produce it, but of course it has to have or you have to have more pieces. Surprisingly, Farsports has a smaller booth. They share it with other two brands, but it doesn't mean that they have bad products. They have these custom wheels. These are with the DT Swiss 180 hubs, and they are super lightweight. The pair weighs around 1180 grams only, so pretty lightweight wheels. These are 40 millimeters deep. And one more thing I want to highlight is that these are carbon spokes, but they have like steel ends. So this is the first time I see this combination, and it's interesting. I don't know if this brings any benefits. Does this bring any benefits? Like, what's the benefit of having these ends?
This can fit the hubs, the ending hubs universally.
Ah, okay, okay. One more interesting thing here. This handlebar+stem combo weighs only 280
grams.
280 grams.
Version, yeah.
Super light version. Yeah, it's
integrated handlebar.
Yeah, super lightweight. And what's the price for these?
It's like 450.
450. So this is still cheaper than some Western brands.
Yes.
I guess it's lighter by a lot.
Yeah, it's lighter a lot, but didn't compromise in its stiffness.
And it still has the same stiffness, or maybe even higher. I came across Mortop. This is a brand manufacturing carbon spokes and wheels, and Here you can see normal carbon spokes. When they snap in two pieces, and their spokes have Kevlar inside, so if the spoke snaps, it still holds together and you can finish your ride, and it shouldn't hurt you because the carbon fiber is pretty sharp and can cut your hands, for example. Of course, I couldn't miss Winspace. They are here, and of course with their mega wheels. I should receive them for a review soon once they are available. But I wanted to show you how the spokes look. They are interconnected. They should be lighter. This is their patented technology. Probably the stiffness is also higher, or not probably, but as you can see, 4% gain. It's not much compared to the higher costs compared to Loon Hyper 2023. So yeah, it depends on what type of rider you are and whether these gains are worth it for you. I cannot wait to compare the Hyper 2023 with the previous generation and also with the Mega. So make sure to subscribe to my channel and also give a visit to my website. Look guys, I don't judge, but this packing is surprisingly similar to one brand. You can guess which brand. Here you can see how the RideNow tubes look inflated. They are super thin. I have one at home, just like a spare tube. I don't use them because I use tubeless tires, but if you use tube tires, I guess these are worth trying. I just had a test ride of this latest electronic group set from L-Twoo. I can show you the rear delayer and the front delayer. I admit that they don't look the most advanced, and the shifting experience also was not the smoothest, but it works, it's usable, and we will see if they make it even better in the future. I believe there are always some tweaks you can make. So yeah, the shifting works like Shimano. It was pretty intuitive. You simply press the button and it shifts. So yeah, good to see new competitors for Shimano, SRAM and Campagnolo. Here I have Blktec wheels that look unique. I asked the champ what are the benefits of this design, and he told me that these wheels are not the lightest. They weigh about 1450 grams, but they should be super stiff. So I cannot try them because I don't have them, but there you go. And another thing, they are hookless. This is a hookless rim profile, so there is a drawback that you cannot use every tire. You have to use only hookless compatible tires. This was the second day of Eurobike 2023. I hope you enjoyed it. Tomorrow I will try to explore these outside areas, so I will try to test some bikes in person. If you haven't watched already, make sure to check out day one. I believe you will like it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.